Hello everyone, it is I, GuardIan4220, back with some more FTB Ultimate, and you might notice this room changed a little bit. Obviously, the first thing that's changed is right here. There was a big wall here. There it goes. First off, there was a big wall here. It's gone now, and I've extended out this pattern all the way down. I haven't done the ceiling yet. I'm going to do the ceiling, just not in this video. Maybe next time I'll have it ready, or I'll have it done, I guess I should say. Also in here, Matt made these wood golems for the creeper spawner down here, and you can see I got the ender chest. Oh, dang it. Didn't turn on like it was supposed to. And you can see the pattern here, and I've got it locked with a diamond lock there so that no one can use it. But I've decided to use this orange key code, the green, and the purple, because this one's going to function as the creeper and the enderman chest. And I can actually look in here, and I actually tested it already, but I wanted to show you guys me using it. In order to use these guys, you just right click and he places down, and you just right click them, and then it's kind of funny that he's got his little head hanging down. He's like, "Aww," but exit, and thought I'd show you. What did I do with the remote? It's in here. Just thought I'd show you this. You can look up there, Abye, who we were talking to last episode in the chat, who's not on, which is good, because I won't get distracted. He was talking to us, and I think he left us a little present in the form of what are those called? The sirens. And I set it up there so that when you turn it off, it goes off to tell you that it's spawning things. And it's set to maximum range, and it's kind of loud. So I'll just get down here and show you guys the golem in work. There he goes. You can see he just runs around, collects them, and he's got a speedy upgrade, as you might see. So he's got the fast on him, and he just goes around. He just collects as much gunpowder as falls down here. Oh. And then it goes in here, and then in the future it'll do something. Don't know what. Oh, that wasn't the button I wanted to hit. I wanted to hit this button. There it goes. Didn't work the first time. Alright, so that's all taken care of. Go ahead and put that back there. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Had to go take care of my dog for a second. She went upstairs, and she's not supposed to go upstairs. Oh, at least not when my parents are trying to sleep. You also might have noticed that I've got this set up. And I got it set up for a good reason. Obviously, I want to quarry out this side, and while it's running, I'm going to quarry out this side, or I'm going to mine out the other side. I'm going to leave this little wall right here, since there's still stuff on it. But, oh, and you might notice my lava tank is empty. I need to take care of my lava fuel situation. I think where there's two pumps in the nether where it's at, because Abby is pumping lava, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to tear apart the structure that I put my pump in to safe house it, and I'm going to have to move it, and I'm also going to have to use Abby's what's it called? Industrial blast furnace to oops. I'm going to have to use Abby's industrial blast furnace to get my solar panel fix. Where's this last one? There it is. Okay. Got all of them running. It's kind of a little derpy, but at least the pattern for this. I'm actually going to have to come through here, though, in order to fix this, because this is going to be exposed, so when I clear out this area back here, it's going to expose it. And then, also, if I don't glitch into the ceiling, come over here, it's exposed. So, 2 areas that I need to fix in the future. So, let's come down here real fast, see if it's... There's some gravel down there, but that's not too big a concern. There's some sand down there. Water might come in from right there, but I don't think so. Alright. Alright, I think this has to go back. Let me turn on the... That turned on? There it goes. Alright, I think it has to go back 15. I think that's the official length that it goes back. 1, 2, whoops. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have to say this out loud, but one of my biggest Minecraft pet peeves is breaking glowstone without some sort of like silk touch or something like that. It is literally one of my biggest pet peeves in Minecraft. Okay, so that's 1, 2, that's 3. What did I want to talk about? I thought I would have an interesting topic to talk about. I have to admit, though, that this series... I apologize for last week's episode. My internet was literally just fine like 2 days after I put that video up. And then, like, the day that I put it up, it's literally, like... At one point, I did the math, and it said it was going to take 1,197 minutes to go up on my channel, to go live on my channel. And I was like, nope, ain't gonna fly. So I ended up not putting it up that day, and I said I'll try the next night, and I think that was the same night, that Thursday, and it went up like fine in like 30 minutes, and I was like, seriously? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're a cow. Let me just go back one more. So last week I mentioned that Matt and I were thinking about doing a Cube World Let's Play. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, crap. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One more. Sorry if I'm just so distracted. I'm in deep thought about the blocks that I'm placing. But like literally after I said that, I talked to Matt after that episode, and he was like, oh yeah, I've got 2 friends who are interested in playing that, and I was like, oh cool. But I have to say, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think they're going to record. I think it's just going to be me and Matt. But I don't know how that's going to work, because people who have played Cube World, you know that Cube World has lots of surface exploration that you have to do, and lots of journeying. And so something like that, I have to say, it doesn't really make for good, I mean, obviously, yes, there might be a chance that you could have good commentary during those, long traveling times, but it's still, it's not going to be, to me, that's not going to be good content to be putting up, or to be showing, which is why, and then there's also the fact that you have to think about that there's going to be 4 people. It's hard enough for sometimes me and Matt to plan recording sessions, at least for Inferno Mines. So literally 4 of us all at the same time, it's going to be a lot more difficult in order to plan, because even with just 2 of us recording, everyone else has to work around our schedules, basically, because it's going to be the only time that me and Matt are going to be able to record are later times. Now, I have actually decided that probably here pretty soon I'm going to move my computer to the room next door, because it's going to be a lot better for recording purposes, because I'm just sick and tired of having my computer. I'm literally recording this the day before I'm going to put this up on YouTube, and that's not good planning. I need to get this out better, or sooner. I need to get this done sooner, is what I'm trying to say. So I need to be able to do more recording, and I'm not able to do that where my computer is right now. I just don't have the privacy. If I literally tried to record in here, you would just hear the sounds of my mom playing video games, playing her little word games and like solitaire and whatever the heck she plays. So, and some of you are like, well, why don't you just move out? Well, one, I don't have a job. I've literally been looking for one, and I still haven't heard anything from half the locations I've applied at. There's a new business that recently went in, and they're like, oh, they're hiring everyone. And I literally applied to there, and it's been probably 3 months, and I haven't heard a damn thing. Pardon my language. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like, oh, we're hiring, but we're not going to hire you, the person who actually needs a job, and then, they'll give it out to someone who's like a drug addict or something, or, they're going to be questionable or something. They're not going to do a good job, and here I am, I'm like, oh, I'll do a good job. Oh, sorry, we're not going to hire you. Enough of my ranting. What else? I guess I could talk. This is kind of an ironic topic to talk about. The new Minecraft update. And here we are in an outdated version. Oh, I thought of something. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode, but I'm actually going to be making a private pack, and I think I'm going to have to put it in the 1.5 version, because a lot of the mods that I want to use are not updated for 1.6.2. So I'm probably going to have a 1.5 released mod pack. But it's going to be a private mod pack only. It'll probably be called something like GuardIan's Combo Pack or something. And it'll be only for my server goers. It's going to have quite a lot of mods in it. It's going to have Jammy's Furniture mod, which is a big one that I want in there. I'm going to have to... I think I did mention this last week, didn't I? Because I think I remember mentioning that... or maybe I didn't. I don't know. But it's going to have, unfortunately, a Red Power ripoff, because the mod... Red Power is such a big mod that I'm like, I don't want to play the mod pack without it. But, by using a ripoff, though, it's going to cause problems when, the real mod pack is released. Or when the real Red Power release is added. So that's the only problem. And there's also the fact that it's possible that it's possible that the FTB team will be like, nope, you can't do this because it's a ripoff of a good mod, or, you know, it's a ripoff of a mod. You can't use this. So it's possible that might happen. But I'll keep you guys informed with the status of it. It's gonna have what's the mod that I was thinking of? Ars Magica. There it is. It's going to have Ars Magica in it, which is another really big mod, because I actually have this really cool idea to design this whole, like, arena and have basically gladiatorial matches in it with mages. And it's sort of, for those of you who are Minecraft fans, you might know that BWO recently built a giant Call of Duty field using mini blocks and bees and all kinds of other crazy stuff. And I guess I could say that I kind of got the idea based off of that, but it's going to be a bit bigger than just that. So, what else can I say? That's one of the reasons why I'm also changing my idea of building a house on top of here. Originally there was going to be an enchanting room in the house because it was going to be like a public use thing. However, with the mod that I want to use not being part of this, I can't do that because I want to use Jamie's furniture mod to add in like tables and chairs and make it like a real actual house. Oops. Just trying to do that. My inventory is totally full of stuff now. There it goes. I actually just realized something. I wasn't sure if I set this up right. Okay, I did. Yeah, I did. 13 minutes. This may end up being a short episode. I don't know. Let me get in here, see if this is flooding. Doesn't look like it, unless you count this stuff as flooding. But I'm not preferring that it flood with water, because I had that problem before. That's so annoying. Oh, those are just mini blocks, or quartz blocks. I actually also decided, originally I wasn't going to put the mini blocks, or not the mini blocks, I wasn't going to put the Zycraft blocks in here, but now I think I am, because Zycraft has a really interesting assortment of decorative blocks, and I actually forgot about that, and now I'm like, oh man, I really want to add that in because it's got all those decorative blocks, so now I'm going to add it in. So, Zycraft will be in there too. Also, Thaumic Tinkerer. I think I'm going to have Thaumic Tinkerer in there. I don't know, because it adds in spells, but it adds in a lot of interesting stuff. Also, one very certain, very particular aspect of Greg Tech's going to be on there, but there's going to be one very specific key config that's going to be, not key config, config that's going to be changed, and that's the config for the trees giving 2 blocks of wood whenever you break the wood blocks. That's stupid. I feel like, I have to say this personally, I feel like Greg Tech and Greg in general has sort of overstepped his boundaries by changing the vanilla items, because it's vanilla. Greg Tech was made to modify a mod. Why is he modifying vanilla? And now he's also changed the pickaxes, like the wooden pickaxes, how much they last for, and also how long those stone pickaxes, and how to make the iron pickaxes. Now you can only make iron pickaxes if you like refine the iron and then put it into some sort of special, like you have to refine it and then you have to take the refined iron and do something else to the refined iron. It just sounds like it's really ridiculous because Greg Tech was to modify industrial craft and make it more challenging, and now it's changing vanilla stuff. It just feels like he's stepping past the boundaries of the original mod. That's my personal feelings on it. I'm sorry if that upsets you, but that's just my personal feelings. I'm trying to think what I'm going to be doing next week. I think next week it'll be me making my little solar panel setup and running power down to probably my not geothermal generators, but down to my matter fabricator, because it'll be providing renewable energy and I can actually afford to send some energy down there rather than, you know, and it's not going to be like sucking all of my energy because it's not like it's going to go through the source of power to get down to the matter. It's not like it's going to go through the matter fabricator and then out to all my other machines. It's actually going to be basically like, I'll show it to you in a second here. Once I actually finish this, I want some more room to get down through here. And I'll probably need to empty my inventory soon too. I'm actually trying to figure out what I want to build next. I think the next thing I want to build is I want to start working on some of the more advanced machines, like maybe the, what is it? Not the rock cutter, but the water, the one that requires water. What's it called? The rock grinder. I think that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. Industrial rock grinder, industrial grinder, that's it. I'm going to make that one next. It's getting close to the point where I'm actually going to start putting in new machines in here. On this other side over here, because basically all of the industrial craft machines that are going to be in here, all of the normal ones are going to be over here, and they're actually going to be set up in a very specific order. And then the same thing on this side. I'm going to have, you're going to start off with, I'm going to put in a coke oven, a regular blast furnace, and then I'm going to go to the industrial blast furnace, the rock, or the industrial cutter or whatever, and then it'll, you know, it'll keep on going. Also, as the quarry goes, I will show you piece by piece the progress it does. So I'll keep you updated on the progress of this, and I'll show you guys when it finishes, which is not going to be anything special. I mean, honestly, it's not. Oh, I'm going to keep that there. I'm like looking at it like, what am I doing? Alright. Put this in there, put this in there, put this in there, put this in there. Sort it. Go ahead and get rid of the chest stuff there. Do I have anything that goes over here? I do. Put that in there, put that in there. Amber goes in there. You might be wondering, why am I putting the amber in there? Because I actually found out that you can actually use amber to turn it into a block, and I've actually got blocks of amber. Right there, amber block. So, torches go in here. You can tell how much we use torches when you have 2 stacks in there. And you know what? Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Get out my portable hole inventory tweaks mod setting. Wait, Wait, what? Okay, that's weird. There it goes. There must just have been a little cave opening right there. Go back. This is also something that I need to change. I don't like how it's set up. And I actually don't know where this goes, but I think it's Abby's, and I think he moved it from down there because originally it would cause you to glitch through the world. I literally glitched through the world, and I actually had to cheat in order to get back up because there was no way I was going to let literally... Oh, wrong button. You look at everything I have, I wasn't going to lose all of that. No way. No way I'm going to make another set of nano armor. It's ridiculous. Go ahead and charge my boots real fast. I'm trying to think of something else that I can do here, because I'm actually going to stop doing this because it's really boring. I'll show you where the power is going to be coming in from. It's actually not that difficult, or not that fancy, I guess I should say. I don't even know how much power I'm going to be producing because I'm just going to be using the regular solar panels for the moment, because I don't have enough UU matter to make iridium and the Cenarium piece that I need to make all of them. So I think you only get one piece of iridium per UU matter, which is a shame, but I guess it does kind of make sense. It is such a rare, you know, thing. Whew. I wasn't sure if that was gonna empty it or not. Actually, I'll be right back. Well, I'm not gonna be right back. I'll be right back in this world. But I'm not gonna stop recording. I'm actually gonna show you. I don't think I showed it to you last episode. I might have. Oh gosh. I hate coming into the middle after a while. Why is that a blaze rod or a stick? Huh. I'm not going to bother picking it up. It's not mine. It's probably Abby's or his friends. And here it is. That's where my little area is at. Hopefully I won't lag in the nether. And I'll show you. This is literally all of the lava that we have gathered. And I do have a buildcraft pump in here. I may need to turn it into a industrial... Well, I don't want to turn it into a different one. It's really weird. I gotta do this. And then put it back on top. It's so weird. For some reason, it gets like clogged up in this, and then it won't go. And I don't understand why. Although I do need to go get more ender pearls. Actually, you know what? I think one of the first things I actually want to make is I actually want to get a nano saber. A nano saber would be really convenient because then I wouldn't have to worry about enchanting this sword or keeping it repaired or whatever. So that may be a thing that I do. Ender pearls over here in the chest. Wrong chest. Wrong chest again. Still wrong chest. There we go. So next episode, I'll let the quarry run. I'll try, if I move the computer tomorrow, then I'll definitely have a little bit of recording of it. It might not be very long, but I'll definitely have a recording of the progress on the quarry because I'm going to let it run overnight since there's literally two different chunk loaders over there now because the quarry chunk loads and so does the other world anchor that I have over there. There we go, that'll keep it loaded. Look at this, it's not even doing anything now. Oh, there it goes. It's so weird, like if I log off the server and I come back, it's not going to work again. I think the problem is that it's not pulling lava from down there. I think that we basically screwed up this area and there's no more lava, which is why I really want to get some solar power. I've got some thermal generators that are running right now. I probably need to go get rid of them. So I think that's what's causing it. I think it's basically dead. I think this is dead. I think I'm either going to have to move it or I'm just going to have to go get a better power solution. But for right now, I think the funny thing is if I come over here and check his, I think his is running just fine. Yeah, see, look, it's running just fine. Huh, that's weird. I can break his ender chunk loader. I don't even know why he has this in here. Don't fall in the lava, I can survive, but I don't want to. Oh, I want to get out of this. I really didn't mean to break that. Sorry, Abby. I'm going to go put it back with your stuff because that loads 9 chunks too. And plus these are supposedly bugged. I already told you that. If you don't already understand it, then it'll erase everything in a chunk when combined with an ender tank, and there's an ender tank right over there. So there is a very high possibility, well, I don't know how high of a possibility is, but there's still a possibility that it could accidentally erase all my chunks, and I wouldn't be very happy about that, and I would probably prank you with some really horrible prank. Not really, it wouldn't be that terrible, but I would probably hit you with some sort of prank. Worse than the electrical bees that you gave me. In case you're watching. Has he finally gotten rid of that water in here? Nope. Still hasn't taken care of the water. This might also be dangerous. I didn't actually think about it. He's got... No, he doesn't. Huh. It's pretty interesting. He's doing some sort of computer craft code. Oh, he's got something wired up over here. Ooh, is that an advanced one? Ooh, fancy, Abby. I think he's got some advanced ones up here too. Nope, just a regular one. Can those guys spawn in the overworld? So this is Abby's place. It's okay looking. But oh, I hear you shooting lightning at me, Wisp. Can't talk to her. This is something that Abby is making. I have absolutely no clue what he's trying to build. But it's got a computer monitor over here. Doesn't do anything. I don't know. It's not a touchscreen, so I don't know why I'm trying to do that. Come back over the base. I might as well go ahead and sleep. Actually, no, I want to talk about... I did say I was going to show you my power line for where the power is going to come in from the quarry. Or not the quarry, What am I talking about? Quarry doesn't produce power from my solar panels. I think we can trust each other. I don't need to put up my force field, even though I don't have a force field yet. We're just going to go in here, like I mentioned last episode. I'm not even prepared to set up that. But you see this power coming in through here, or this cable. It doesn't do anything right now. But what is going to happen is right there where that dirt is, there's going to be solar panels that are going to be up on the surface right up above this, and they're going to come down. There's going to be a fancy relay power things. It's going to come out here, go across this, go down, and from here it's going to go out this way and send power out that way when I put machines on this side, and that's going to send this way and go and send power, and then also it's going to send power out this way to my converters for these, and it's also going to temporarily send power straight down and just send it straight down. I'll send the wire into here, and then it'll send it into here. So like I said, it's not going to be directly wired up, because even at the top I'm going to send power around to that corner, or actually I'm actually not going to send power around to this corner, because by that time I'll actually put these machines along the wall here. So that'll be pretty cool. It'll be right over there. Also, something else that I thought of the other day that would look really, really freaking cool is experimenting with some biomass. Is it biomass? Give me a second. I can look it up. Okay, so I'm going to make some biomass and then convert it to the biofuel. But I'm going to make a giant tank from down here that goes all the way up to the top. But it's not, the iron tank is going to stop though right at the top. It's not going to be part of the top. And then on the top of the tank, where there's going to be a valve, is going to make it so that there's liquid, or it's going to have an inner tank, and somewhere maybe on my second floor I'm going to be making biofuel, and it's going to fill this huge tank, and I'm going to have two of them. I'm going to have another one over here, and I actually think I'm probably going to put it either right here where this grid would be, or right there, and it's going to be this massive tank that's just going to go all the way up. I think it would look better right there, and I'm going to have two of them, and I think it's going to look pretty freaking awesome. It's not going to really serve a purpose, but it's going to look so cool in the end. So I think that it'll be really interesting, and I'm going to put stairs all the way around the sides. I'm going to figure out exactly what I'm going to need for the outside of it, and I'm actually going to build the outside of the tank. I'm going to actually do the math, figure out exactly how many iron tank blocks I'm going to use all the way up on both sides. I'm going to figure out how much iron I'm going to need, and I'm going to make the entire thing all the way up to here. And it's going to be freaking awesome. And it's going to be filled with just orange liquid. That's about it for today's episode. Like I said, tomorrow I'll give you guys a little update. I'm actually probably going to turn this off, and I'm probably going to just throw some worm guys down, so that just in case mobs spawn in here, they won't, come and kill everyone that visits my base. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, leave a like, comment, etc., etc., all that good stuff. I appreciate anything that you do. Yeah, that's it. See you guys next time. I'm just going to throw this in right at the very end, but I apologize if this does not come out tomorrow, just in case I run into an upload error or some sort of editing error. So just in case of a disaster and it doesn't go up on time, it'll most likely be up Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to try and get better about doing these earlier, so please forgive me. That's all. Bye.